Have you ever wondered what it truly means to find inner peace? What if there was a secret, ancient path known only to a select few, hidden deep within the heart of the Buddhist teachings? Imagine a journey that takes you beyond the confines of the material world, guiding you to a place of profound serenity and enlightenment. This is the story of Aiko, a young woman who dared to seek out this hidden wisdom, embarking on a life-changing adventure that would test her spirit and transform her soul. Aiko had always felt a restless yearning within her. Growing up in the bustling city of Tokyo, surrounded by the constant noise and rush of modern life, she often found herself dreaming of a place where she could find true peace. Despite her successful career and a circle of loving friends, Aiko felt an inexplicable emptiness that gnawed at her heart. One crisp autumn morning, while walking through a serene garden on the outskirts of the city, she noticed an elderly monk sitting beneath a cherry blossom tree. His serene expression and peaceful demeanor captivated her. Intrigued, Aiko approached him and, with a respectful bow, asked, "Master, how can one find true inner peace?" The monk opened his eyes and gazed at her with a gentle smile. "The path to inner peace is not found in the noise of the world, but in the silence of the soul," he said softly. "If you truly seek it, you must be willing to embark on a journey within yourself." Aiko couldn't shake the monk's words from her mind. Days turned into weeks, and the longing for inner peace grew stronger. She decided to take a leave of absence from her job and set out on a journey to find the answers she sought. Leaving behind the comforts of her modern life, Aiko traveled to a remote monastery nestled high in the mountains, a place renowned for its ancient Buddhist teachings. As she ascended the steep, winding path to the monastery, Aiko felt a mix of excitement and trepidation. The air grew thinner, and the world below seemed to fade away, replaced by the serene beauty of the mountains. When she finally arrived, she was greeted by the head monk, Master Ryo, a wise and compassionate man who radiated a profound sense of tranquility. "Welcome, Aiko," Master Ryo said, his eyes twinkling with kindness. "You have taken the first step on a sacred journey. Here you will learn the secret teachings that have been passed down through generations, teachings that will guide you to the inner peace you seek." Aiko's days at the monastery began before dawn, with meditation sessions that lasted for hours. At first, she struggled to quiet her mind, distracted by the thoughts and worries that had followed her from the city. Master Ryo taught her the importance of breath, how each inhalation and exhalation could ground her in the present moment. "Your breath is the bridge between your body and mind," he explained. "Through mindful breathing, you can calm the storms within you." As the weeks passed, Aiko began to find a sense of stillness during meditation. She could feel the gentle flow of her breath, like a soothing river that washed away her anxieties. This newfound peace was unlike anything she had ever experienced, but she knew it was only the beginning. One afternoon, Master Ryo led Aiko to a secluded garden within the monastery grounds. The garden was a sanctuary of tranquility, filled with vibrant flowers, ancient trees, and the gentle sound of a flowing stream. In the center of the garden stood a stone bench, where Master Ryo invited Aiko to sit. "Tell me, Aiko," he said, "what do you see?" Aiko looked around, taking in the beauty of the garden. "I see a place of peace and beauty," she replied. Master Ryo nodded. "This garden is a reflection of your mind. Just as you find peace here, you must cultivate a garden of serenity within yourself. But remember, even the most beautiful gardens require care and attention." He handed her a small rake and instructed her to tend to the garden each day, removing weeds and nurturing the plants. As Aiko worked, she realized that this simple act of care was a metaphor for her inner journey. By tending to her thoughts and emotions, she could create a space of peace within her own mind. One day, Master Ryo announced that Aiko would undertake a period of silent retreat. For 7 days, she was to abstain from speaking and avoid any distractions. The purpose of this practice, he explained, was to deepen her awareness and allow her to connect with her true self. At first, the silence was overwhelming. Aiko found herself confronted with a torrent of thoughts and emotions that she had long suppressed. Memories from her past, fears about the future, and doubts about her journey all surfaced, demanding her attention. But as the days went by, something remarkable began to happen. In the absence of words, Aiko started to listen more deeply, to the sounds of nature, to the rhythm of her breath, and to the whispers of her heart. She discovered a profound sense of clarity and presence, a feeling of being truly alive in each moment. When the 7 days were over, Aiko emerged from her retreat with a renewed sense of purpose. She had faced her inner demons and found a wellspring of strength and resilience within herself. With her newfound clarity, Aiko's next lesson focused on compassion. Master Ryo explained that true inner peace could not be achieved without extending kindness and understanding to others. Compassion is the heart of our teachings, he said. It is through compassion that we connect with the world and find meaning in our lives. Aiko was assigned to help in the monastery's kitchen, preparing meals for the monks and visitors. She was also encouraged to assist in the nearby village, where she met people facing various hardships. By serving others, Aiko learned to see beyond her own struggles and recognize the interconnectedness of all beings. One day she met a young boy named Taro, who had lost his parents in a natural disaster. Despite his grief, Taro showed remarkable resilience and a contagious smile. Aiko spent time with him, sharing stories and laughter. Through Taro, she understood the healing power of compassion and how it could bring light to even the darkest of times. As her journey continued, Aiko was introduced to the sacred Buddhist texts. Master Ryo guided her through the teachings of the Buddha, explaining the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. These teachings, he said, were the foundation of the journey to enlightenment. Aiko immersed herself in the texts, spending hours each day reading and reflecting on their meanings. She learned about the nature of suffering, the impermanence of life, and the importance of right action and mindfulness. Each lesson resonated deeply with her, providing valuable insights that complemented her experiences at the monastery. One evening, while reading under the soft glow of a lantern, Aiko came across a passage that spoke to her heart. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. These words became a mantra for her, a reminder that the inner peace she sought could only be found by looking within. One rainy evening, Master Ryo invited Aiko to join him in the meditation hall. The room was dimly lit, the sound of raindrops creating a soothing backdrop. Aiko sat cross-legged on a cushion, her hands resting gently on her knees, and awaited Master Ryo's words. Aiko, he began, you have made great progress on your journey, but there is still much to learn. True inner peace is not just the absence of conflict, but a profound understanding of oneself and the world. Tonight I will share with you a teaching that has been passed down through generations of monks, a teaching that reveals the essence of inner peace. Aiko's heart quickened with anticipation as Master Ryo began to speak of a legend, a secret teaching that had been kept within the monastery for centuries. According to the legend, a great sage had discovered the key to inner peace after years of meditation and contemplation. This key was not a physical object, but a series of insights and practices that could unlock the deepest levels of consciousness. Long ago, Master Ryo began, in a time when the world was young and the mountains were shrouded in mist, there lived a sage named Bodhikara. He was known far and wide for his wisdom and compassion, and people from all corners of the land came to seek his guidance. Bodhikara dedicated his life to understanding the nature of suffering and the path to liberation. He meditated in solitude for years, braving the harsh elements and the depths of his own mind. One night, during a particularly intense meditation, he experienced a profound awakening. In his vision, Bodhikara saw a vast ocean, calm and serene. He realized that the ocean represented the mind, and the waves on its surface were the thoughts and emotions that disturbed its peace. By diving deep beneath the waves, he found a place of stillness and clarity, a place untouched by the turmoil above. Bodhikara returned to his disciples with this revelation and taught them the practice of deep diving, a method of meditation that involved focusing the mind on a single point and diving beneath the surface thoughts to reach the depths of pure awareness. This practice, he said, was the key to finding true inner peace. Inspired by the legend, Aiko was eager to learn the practice of deep diving. Master Ryo guided her through the steps, emphasizing the importance of patience and persistence. This practice is not easy, he warned, but with dedication you will discover a peace that transcends all understanding. Aiko began her deep diving practice each morning before dawn. She focused her mind on a single point, a flickering candle flame, the sounds of a distant bell, or the rhythm of her breath. As she delved deeper, she encountered the chaotic swirl of thoughts and emotions that had always been present but often unnoticed. At first, it was challenging to maintain focus. Her mind wandered, and she found herself distracted by memories, plans, and worries. But with each session, she grew more adept at letting go of these distractions and sinking into a state of profound stillness. She experienced moments of pure awareness, where she felt connected to a boundless, peaceful presence. Despite her progress, Aiko sometimes doubted her path. She wondered if she was truly capable of finding the deep inner peace she sought. One evening, after a particularly challenging meditation session, she confided in Master Ryo. "Master," she said, her voice tinged with frustration, "I feel like I'm failing. Some days my mind is so restless that I can't seem to find any peace at all. Am I truly capable of this journey?" Master Ryo looked at her with compassion. "Aiko, the path to inner peace is not a straight line. It is filled with ups and downs, moments of clarity and moments of doubt. What matters is your commitment to the journey, not the speed of your progress. Even the great sage Bodhikara faced many challenges before he found his way. Trust in the process and be gentle with yourself." His words provided Aiko with a renewed sense of hope. She realized that her struggles were a natural part of the journey, and that each moment of doubt was an opportunity for growth. One day, while meditating by the stream in the garden, Aiko had a powerful realization. She saw her reflection in the water, and for the first time she truly understood the nature of her thoughts and emotions. They were like the ripples on the surface of the water, ever-changing and impermanent. Beneath the ripples lay the still, clear depths of her true self. This realization was a turning point for Aiko. She began to see her thoughts and emotions not as obstacles, but as natural phenomena that she could observe without attachment. This newfound perspective allowed her to dive even deeper into her practice, reaching levels of stillness and clarity she had never thought possible. As the seasons changed, Aiko continued to find wisdom in the natural world around her. She observed how the trees shed their leaves in autumn, only to bloom again in spring. She marveled at the resilience of the flowers that pushed through the snow to reach the sunlight. These cycles of nature mirrored her own journey, teaching her the value of patience and the inevitability of change. One winter morning, while walking through the snow-covered garden, Aiko encountered a delicate flower peeking through the frost. It was a symbol of hope and resilience, a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, life could find a way to thrive. She took this lesson to heart, understanding that her own inner peace could withstand the challenges of life. Through her practice and the teachings of Master Ryo, Aiko learned the importance of being fully present in each moment. She discovered that true peace could only be found in the here and now, not in the regrets of the past or the worries of the future. By cultivating mindfulness, she learned to appreciate the beauty of each moment and the interconnectedness of all things. Aiko began to practice mindful walking, paying attention to each step and the sensations of her body. She found joy in the simplest of activities, from washing her hands to sipping tea. This mindfulness extended to her interactions with others, allowing her to connect with people on a deeper level and offer them her full attention and compassion. After several months at the monastery, Aiko felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She had found the inner peace she sought and gained a wealth of wisdom and insight, but she also knew that her journey was not over. It was time to return to the world and share what she had learned. With a heartfelt farewell to Master Ryo and the other monks, Aiko descended the mountain, carrying the teachings and practices she had embraced. The bustling city of Tokyo felt different now, no longer a source of stress, but a vibrant tapestry of life where she could apply her newfound wisdom. Back in the city, Aiko resumed her career and reconnected with her friends. She noticed that her presence had a calming effect on those around her. She shared her experiences and the practices she had learned, encouraging others to find their own paths to inner peace. Her compassion and mindfulness inspired her colleagues and friends, creating a ripple effect that spread throughout her community. Aiko also volunteered at a local meditation center, guiding others in the practice of deep diving and helping them navigate their own journeys. She found immense joy in seeing others discover the peace and clarity that had transformed her own life. Years passed and Aiko's life continued to be a testament to the teachings she had received. She remained dedicated to her practice, always striving to deepen her understanding and maintain her inner peace. She traveled to different parts of the world, sharing her story and the secret teachings with those who sought guidance. One day, while visiting a small village in the mountains, Aiko encountered a young woman who reminded her of her younger self. The woman was seeking inner peace, yearning for something beyond the material world. Aiko saw the same restless yearning in her eyes and felt a deep connection. With a smile, Aiko shared the legend of Bodhikara and the practice of deep diving. She guided the young woman through her first meditation, just as Master Ryo had guided her. As they sat in silence, Aiko felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The circle of peace had come full circle, and the teachings of the great sage continued to live on. Aiko's journey to find inner peace was one of profound transformation and self-discovery. She learned that true peace could only be found within, through the practice of mindfulness, compassion, and deep self-awareness. Her story serves as a reminder that the path to inner peace is a lifelong journey, one that requires patience, dedication, and an open heart. As she continued to walk her path, Aiko knew that the teachings of the Buddha and the wisdom of Master Ryo would always be with her. She embraced each moment with gratitude and compassion, knowing that the secret to inner peace was not a destination, but a way of being. In the quiet moments of reflection, Aiko often thought back to the garden where her journey began. She remembered the words of the elderly monk and the legend of Bodhikara, and with each breath, she felt the deep, abiding peace that had become the foundation of her life, a peace that she carried with her no matter where her journey took her.